Alright, we are back. I'm here with Anoya again.
Hello.
And if you remember from last time, we worked with the Baron and actually uncovered one of his memories. Looked like a tender memory, family portrait between him and his parents. Looked like a nice time. Well, that gave us access to a new stage, and so we're going to try and unravel another one for him. Fuck, I keep saying unravel.
I have a feeling things are only going to get darker.
Yes, that's going to happen. Next couple updates, we won't have to worry about that, but yes, it does happen.
Rocking horse. The treasure chest. We're in your parents' attic.
The moving audio is really apparent here. It's kind of disconcerting.
Yeah, it takes some getting used to. It grows on you to the point where, yeah, I do like it. We can grab ourselves a collectible here.
No way.
No way.
Is that a gas leak?
Yes. I don't know what the safety precautions were for the early 19th century, or excuse me, early 20th century.
Pretty sure that wouldn't fly on any century.
Alright, up above we can see, I think that's the second enemy of our playthrough, a rat. A filthy common rat. And easily dealt with by jumping on, although I tend to avoid it if I can because, again, I cannot judge depth in this game.
Yeah, it's a pretty rough looking rat, too.
He's seen some things. Alright, so we have gotten our puzzle piece that's required for us to leave the stage, and it also has begun piecing together one of his memories.
So I'm guessing the bat will hurt you,
And
too.
it's full of levers. We don't know what will happen if you touch them. We want peace and quiet, not surprises.
Sorry, what was that about the bat?
Can the bat also hurt you?
Yes, yep. And I've not found a way to kill them.
So the horn won't do it?
Nope, they don't seem to care.
Ugh.
Here we're pulling levers, and I'm not aware of a single lever in this game you don't want to pull. This is a bit of busy work. I mean, why not just have us pull one lever to turn those all off, but whatever.
Yeah.
The game does make a point to show you what room you're affecting when you pull a lever. However, when you're zoomed in, it can be kind of hard to tell where it zips over to, so it's usually best to be zoomed out a bit.
No way.
I will not be following my own advice during this Let's Play.
And there's no walking into the abyss, I see.
Nope, not allowed. I love that animation of him. Okay, we've gotten the key, so we can get to the exit. However, we're going to also get the collectibles before we leave.
See, the attic has the obligatory dressmaker's dummies. No creepy, cluttered attic is complete without them.
So this room we're about to enter is a little misleading. There's a door at the very top that you can walk through to pass to the other half, but you wouldn't know unless you climb to the top.
Huh.
I wonder what they used for insulation during this time period.
We're trapped! We'll never get out of here!
Not really sure.
We'll spend all eternity trapped. Hey, I didn't see that door. Sorry.
Nice.
The voice just embarrassed himself. And now I'm going to embarrass myself by taking the maximum number of moves possible to get to the room I want to. I just fuddle around and I don't really have a plan, and I'm just,
Well, sliding puzzles were always my bane, too.
Yeah, I've always hated sliding puzzles. This has the benefit of you only really care about two pieces at one time, so it's not like you have to keep the others in order.
Yeah.
Oh, that fucking camera.
Very tricky.
Oh, we have access to a hole in the floor, so that means we need to find a hole in the ceiling. Alright, we've got our puzzle piece, we've got our key, we've got the collectibles. Let's get the hell out.
Strongest ankles in the land.
Or else they're just completely shattered and you just can't feel it.
That's a possibility too. I want to say asbestos was the insulation of choice back then, because I know that was a problem in my grandmother's house.
Okay.
It was built fairly early.
What are those boxes doing there? For being such a square, you sure are scatterbrained, Baron.
Rude.
Alright, so simple stuff, just push the boxes around. Before we do that, though, there's something in the corner there. Radio. What's going on with that radio?
I wish all businessmen were like this. Today, the von Sottendorff Toy Factory has decided to give a toy to every child in the city. Hundreds of children are lining up at the factory entrance.
Alright, we got a little insight to the von Sottendorfs. It seems like they own a toy factory.
Well, that's nice. At least it's not like, was it The Seventh Guest, where the toy maker was, like, kidnapping children or something?
Oh gosh, I don't know, I haven't seen that.
Well, it's good that the eccentric toy maker is a good person for once.
While we're pressing switches and pushing boxes around like we've done in every single game you've ever played, I want to point out what the soundtrack's doing right now. I was making this kind of a weird rumbling noise with a whine in the background. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
It does that when the music loops, although in this room, for some reason, they seem to want to call attention to it. Really interesting. It gives kind of this, like this ethereal instability kind of atmosphere to it.
I just figured it had something to do with the flames.
Oh. It actually changes from stage to stage, too. It's thematically appropriate when we go to different areas.
I didn't even notice the first time. It is kind of disappointing how samey the palette is for all the rooms, which
What's
Oh,
that
sure.
sound coming from up there?
got spoiled on the last one.
Well, how fancy do you expect an attic to be?
That's true.
The sound he's pointing out is the footsteps of that big fat moth, another enemy.
I'm going to call him Gregor.
Gregor the Mouth. Pretty self-explanatory here, but before we jump up, we do have a collectible that we could easily miss. That one's a bugger.
Oh, that's a terrible camera angle.
Yeah, Ed. Get used to it. I don't know if you can kill Gregor, so we're just going to leave him alone. I should have pointed out, this is the room we started in, and above us there was the key and the puzzle piece, with two other rooms with means to get to each of them.
Ugh. It's never gonna get easier. It was nice of them to not include fall damage because you have to jump down.
Yeah, I mean, that's the least they could do. He doesn't have a health bar, so it'd be death. I've never played the Portal games, but doesn't the protagonist have some kind of an ankle brace or something?
Yeah, they're like kinetic braces, and they absorb the impact from whatever falling.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Baron's a toy manufacturer. Maybe he came up with something.
Really, really insulated socks.
Well, he's only wearing one shoe, though. The other one's a slipper.
picture of the factory, maybe?
Yep, that's a good guess. Alright, we just want it through, Gregor. We don't want trouble. Alright, the next stage is going to be a little different here.
I can't believe these loading screens.
That's what makes it authentic.
I wonder how much it would add up to if you just added them all together.
Oh gosh.
Damn, that's disconcerting.
It can't be. Time is ticking again. This can't be happening. I stopped it myself. Get out of here before time is up or something terrible will happen. If you fall and disappear, you could die.
So, we have a time limit here. Furthermore, if I try to zoom out...
Impossible. Here, you can't see far away in the distance. You must learn the way by heart.
Oh, damn.
So, I can't rearrange the rooms, and we have a time limit. This is basically an obstacle course.
Pretty nice music for it, at least.
Yeah, I appreciate the new song.
A lot of games have really annoying, like, hurry music.
Yeah, there's a good clock tick-tock theme in this song. This one's especially insidious. It's the first one we have in the game, and it's pretty vertical, you can tell. So you can get all the way to the top, and then slip and fall all the way back to the bottom with 30 seconds left.
This is probably my favorite track so far.
Oh, nice. I can tell you it certainly adds to the tension when you're fighting the clock. And here I take a moment to point out the collectibles. That's actually, I guess, a placeholder image or whatever, but that's the first memory we unlocked.
So it's going to stay that way for the rest of them?
Yes. And at this point, there's no yellow blocks to save us, so we have to bounce off of Gregor.
Ah.
Yeah, this isn't really the game for that, but they made us do it anyway.
Damn, cutting it close. Especially having to get collectibles along the way.
Yep. I have more to say about this type of stage, but we'll wait till we see a couple more, then you can have my full, insightful commentary.
Seems like it'd be nerve-wracking the first time, having to figure out where you blow your horn.
Exactly.
Well, the clock is nicely rendered, at least.
I wonder if it's keeping time correctly.
I doubt it.
I hope the time doesn't start ticking again. But if it does, it will be your fault. Worst of all, there's a chance things might stop working. They could even disappear.
Okay, another puzzle, but first, gramophone. What's going on with that gramophone?
Getting more and more glowy items around here.
Don't cry, my son. If there's one thing we know about in this house, it's toys. Ask your mother for a needle and some thread, and we'll sew that arm back on your teddy bear.
Interesting. Clearly not the narrator.
Yeah, and I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, it seems as though Papa von Sottendorff is a pretty cool dude. He made a point of telling his factory workers in the first video, we're going to make the best teddy bear possible for my son. In the portrait, he was all smiles. He looked like he was just beaming at his son. So I think we can pretty much conclude that the Baron's got some warm feelings towards his father.
So then what is he trying to forget exactly?
That'll be revealed later. Nope, no hidden blocks, nowhere to go but down.
So here's where it starts to get tricky, huh?
Yeah, it's a start. Overall, this stage isn't too bad compared to the later ones. I mean, they're still teaching us some of the basics here. Later on, there's some really well thought out puzzles in my opinion.
Must be something in the water with all these animals looking so messed up.
Yeah, I don't know how philosophical the game designers wanted to get, but you could probably make an argument that this is all his childhood memory, so who knows what's going to be the basis for it. Oh, that fucking camera.
I can't remember. Can we take one hit from enemies?
Yes, one hit and you're down.
Ugh.
We have our puzzle piece and our key, but we don't have all the collectibles, so we can't leave yet. You never leave a collectible behind.
So close and yet so far.
Anyone with an ounce of courage would have killed that rat, but I wasn't confident I could land on him, so I just left him alone.
You call it a sporadically pacifist run.
When it suits me.
Yeah.
We saw those purple tiles before, but they do disappear. They come back like a second or two later.
It seems odd he would warn you about that after you've already encountered them in the last stage.
Yeah. Took me a second to figure out what I was doing here. This is kind of a common theme with this game where there are times when you kind of have to make a loop and go in the same pattern through the same rooms, but accomplish something a little different every time you go through. Used a great effect in one of the later stages.
You're gonna just be picking confetti out of everywhere when this is over.
Alright, last stage, and this is certainly the most complicated one.
Does this game have anything akin to bosses, or is it just the hardest puzzle of the, I guess...
Nothing along the lines of a boss fight, no.
Don't even think about bothering that crow. What if he pecks you?
Alright, and that's good advice finally from the voice. Yeah, stay away from that filthy crow.
At least he's not outright trying to hurt us. Wait, if he's been trying the opposite of what he wants this entire time...
You're right.
Oh, damn.
Here I try to go up, but I'm blocked, so that can only mean one thing. And if we look at the doorway above us, there, you can actually see the crow's room through it. But we don't need to go there yet. I'm trying to find the door. That squeaking noise is the bat snoring.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Got a hell of a breathing problem.
At this point, I know I want to get through that door where the bat is, so I try to load the room up ahead of time so I don't have to fiddle around with it and deal with the bat at the same time.
It's a good thing time freezes when you're moving rooms, because that'd be kind of hectic otherwise.
Yeah, that's very handy. And really, that's the only way they could have done it to make it fair.
Surprised this one hasn't woken up.
Yeah, he's a sound sleeper, I guess. He was up late last night. Or he was up late last day.
Don't you feel sorry for that crow outside in the cold? If only he had something to use to keep warm.
I have the feeling some animal abuse is coming up.
Well, I don't really feel sorry for the crow. It doesn't look that cold out, but he is sitting on top of a chimney.
I'm sure the red eyes are indicative of something. Probably deserves it.
Well, we drop down here, then we've entered the flue of the chimney. I think that's a flue, right?
Looking at the levers already?
I don't think there's any reason to keep calling attention to something that's glowing.
Alright, pretty apparent what we have to do here, and I'm actually going to do it inadvertently in a second. Well, that was nice of him. He moved to the balcony, so we gotta get there now.
Gotta say, this is surprisingly clean for most of the attics I've seen.
That's a good point. I'm sure the Baron has a staff.
Maybe things are just tidier in his mind than in reality, which is ironic. Seems like you're getting better on the jumping.
It comes and goes. Alright, he dropped the key. We can finally get it. Oh no, Gregor.
Surprised the sting doesn't hurt.
Say it again.
I'm surprised the smoke from the chimney doesn't hurt.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a dirty trick. We're back in our starting room, and now we actually do want to use that doorway to where the crow was. Alright, we got the key, just got up to leave. There's one last collectible, and it's behind the chimney. Easy to miss that one, too. In fact, I did during my practice run.
Yeah, the camera is really working against you on this one.
Yep.
Damn, the end of music noise is so freaky.
Oh, I love it.
It's definitely an interesting way to make up for the fact you apparently couldn't figure out how to loop the music.
Yeah. Alright, just gotta kill this fucking rat and... Oh my god, the camera. Alright, we've got the key, the puzzle piece, and the collectibles. Let's get out of here.
Awesome.
Well, of course I'll let you work making toys. This factory was founded by your great-grandparents, and was left to your grandparents, and then to me. Someday, my son, it will be yours.
So certainly a key moment in the Baron's life there.
Wonder what happened to the factory.
That'll be answered.
This is a hell of a time for the music to cut out.
Alright, we can go and get that puzzle piece, which completes the memory we already have. But that in turn provides a new gift for us to get. So we return to the hub, and then shift things around so we can get to that room with the gift.
It's kind of odd they show you the memory before it's even actually complete.
Yeah. Wonder if they intended to have 6 puzzles per area or something.
Could be. Interesting.
Alright, our next area is going to be in the Baron's Gardens. So, we have another memory to unlock, and along the way have some laughs and solve some puzzles. I guess that's it. Thanks for watching.
See you later.